In 2006, you become the youngest three-star riders, and during the Royal Windsor, you received a medal from the Queen. How did you feel at that time?
It was somewhat surreal, I think. The Royal Windsor Horse Show is just across the river from Eton, so I can walk to that horse show. And I was riding Sun Wukong, my first horse, my mother's horse, who was a really big character, very good show jumper. And it was a team competition. I was riding for the school, so I was riding for Eton. And we won the Queen's Plate, which was an amazing thing to do. And I jumped off for the team in front of the Queen, which was amazing. And then again, we had a procession, and she presented the awards. And to be honest, I was a little bit petrified because Sun Wukong, we called him, in the stable name was Monkey, was quite a monkey.
Monkey king.
Yes. And I just remember he had this terrible habit when he was excited of throwing his head up and down. But luckily the Queen was a tremendous horsewoman herself. She loved horses. Racing was her great passion, and she rode into her 80s. So I think she very much recognised that Sun Wukong was quite a handful. But she still presented me and him with the award, and my teammates. But she kept a little bit of a distance.
这个中国人讲看到这个骑马的这个绅士啊，中国人会讲叫骑士精神。Do you know what is 骑士精神?
Yes.
Chivalry.
Yes.
So what is your understanding of 骑士精神 chivalry?
So this is a very interesting question because actually I have a different interpretation of 骑士精神. I call it, I translate that as horsemanship. And in the English language, there is this word called horsemanship that we actually have a project called 骑士精神, which translates it differently like this as well. And horsemanship, to me, means the values of the partnership between horse and rider, respect, responsibility, and compassion, which in some ways has a link to the concept of chivalry. But I think horsemanship is a much more contemporary and relevant term than chivalry.
Have you ever experienced any challenge or setback during training?
I can tell you I've had far more setbacks than I've had successes, and that is life with horses. Horses keep you tremendously humble. They're big emotional animals. I've fallen off hundreds of times. The moment you feel like you are getting somewhere, that you are successful, that you get that feeling of being a bit on top of the world, you're on the floor the next day, looking up at the sky, going, "Oh, there we go again."